pressed a good one in Antino.
Exactly right. And the way I look at this race, he's here to shock. Here's Antino, of course, as we pick up the replay, is what price Antino in a race like this? He's a lot shorter than Here to Shock is. I'll give you the tip. And I thought he was terrific this day. His rating this day and even the run prior, really good for a race like this. And you've just got to ask yourself whether you can forgive the last run and expect him to get back to this level. He's back to 1400. He draws a beautiful gate. I think he's good value here today. I think he'll run really well.
Tamalane's been freshened off that last start win here and has been back to the trials in Sydney.
Yeah, he has. And look, he's going to probably lead him up here and be awfully hard to run down. Kalino, he's got form all around Here to Shock, and Munamek also there. Again, if you're playing the World Pool, I'd box them four up in a trifecta and hopefully get a bit of luck.
Pool size is huge, courtesy of an injection of funds from right around the world, including Hong Kong, South Africa, Germany and New Zealand in the World Pool today. And we come home with the Damien Oliver. Let's have a look at the bookmakers. Tamerlane is 4 to 420. Valana for Damien Oliver, 460 to 550. Here to Shock, 9 into 750, back out to 8. Both our tipsters tip. Kalino's $9 and solid. With support for Munamek, who tackles this first up under Blake Shin for Nick Ryan, Brad. And it's 10 out to 11 into $9.50. Two jump outs here, third the most recent. Yeah,
jump out's been fine, and he's a horse that comes to hand really quickly. Form around Antino reads well, and he's got a great fresh record, winning the 3 from 5. I think he'll be ready to go here. The only concern I do have is just where he gets to from that really wide gate. He's going to need a bit of luck, and that's the concern with him.
Now, you might have seen there was a protest on the feature, the John Letts Cup at listed grade in Morfordville. It was third v second alleged interference at the 1200. That has been upheld. So the new placings are 5. That doesn't change. 3 was third across the line, Captain Envious. It will now be elevated to second at the expense of Party Princess. So the new numbers there will be 5, 3, 10 and 4. Protest third against second, upheld there at Morfordville. And let's have a look at what's happening at longer odds here, because there are a few firming here in the lucky last at Flemington. For those trying to dig out, Bandersnatch and Savannah Cloud are both $31 into $26 and attracting interest.
Yeah, Bandersnatch is a pretty good horse on his day. He's tough, gets close enough to on speed and can keep on fighting. So yeah, I can see the support for him, and he's definitely not the worst here for sure.
And Savannah Cloud for Zach Spain is also firming.
Yep, also firming, and a horse that's been around the market, all 4 runs at this track, and disappointing in the 2-rack, but look, form prior to that was good in the Tester roster at Caulfield, and has form, as I said, at Flemington, second to Shaftesbury here, going back a few months ago.
And for those chasing a real roughie, not an option, 71 to 81 into $41. You're on top of here is Here to Shock, 7 wins to 23. It's $26 for the Sir Rupert Clark in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, good to see a bit of support for him here. Sort of tends into 750. I think he's going to get a lovely run on speed. He'll probably just tail Tamerlane everywhere he goes and get that chance late. Look, he hasn't really shown up and done much at Flemington yet. That's the concern, but I loved his run at in the Sandown Stakes, 2 back behind Antino, and even prior to that at Caulfield. So he gets the right run and the opportunity to bounce back off the 2-rack flop.
The old tab Linlithgow Stakes boasts quite an honour roll. Fastnet Rock, Mahogany, Redelva won it twice, Placid Arc, Campaign King, Vane, Ajax 2, Farlap won it, and Chatham won 3. Now the Damien Oliver as Ollie tries to win his own race with a toppie with Matt.
13th running of this race. It's the Damien Oliver, and they're set at the 1400. Here to Shock is on its toes. Sets, ready, and away they go. Cause for concern out the back early with Jack the Lad and also Munamek beginning well. Tamerlane led from Here to Shock and Bandersnatch. Swords Drawn settled behind them with Lord Vladivostok. Cause for concerns up a bit closer, and then came out wider on the track. Valana, Savannah Cloud, a length. King Magnus, Kalino not an option. Well back as Munamek. Then came Jack the Lad, corner pocket, 2 lengths. Williamsburg and Ayrton from that wide gate is last of all. So they reach the 850. The leader Tamerlane, 3/4 Here to Shock and Bandersnatch third, 3 wide. A length away along the inside is Swords Drawn, Lord Vladivostok, and then came Valana, who's tracking up 2.5 off the pace and deep. Then came Cause for Concern, Savannah Cloud, and next Kalino and Munamek as they run the corner. Well back in the field, not an option. King Magnus, Jack the Lad, Williamsburg towards the back corner pocket, and Ayrton into the straight at the 450. It's Tamerlane held together. Here to Shock, full ball the outside. Bandersnatch is 3 wide on the course, and then came Valana, a length and a half off those. Lord Vladivostok can't get a run, so too Cause for Concern. And then came Swords Drawn. It's Bandersnatch moving up on the outside of Tamerlane, here to shock the middle. And Cause for Concern trying to get a run, stretched across the track. Bandersnatch just in front. Cause for Concern's got it though. Cause for Concern drives through and won the last from Bandersnatch. A luckless Munamek for third, then Tamerlane Valana. Further back here to shock and Lord Vladivostok. Further back Swords Drawn, King Magnus and Ayrton from Not an Option. Williamsburg, Savannah Cloud, Jack the Lad, well back Colino, and amongst the tail enders, Corner Pockets.
Double for Jamie Carr, just needed the brakes. It was just bolting in behind them. The brakes came late. Horse does the rest and it pays the $12 range across the totes.
Yeah, he finished full of running, didn't he, there through the middle to get the job done. Cause for Concern. What a preparation he's had. He's turned up time and time again. Bandersnatch was wide and brave, and to have another look at Munamek. I wasn't watching him throughout the run, but just having a look at him here, he seems all boxed up with nowhere to go, so he might have been pretty luckless there.
Reckon he's run third. Looks like 17, 3 and 8 and 5 may well be fourth. Cause for Concern gives Jamie Carr, as I touched on, a double, and that means another $2,000 jumping into the McGrath Foundation pot, because Tab's donating $2,000 every time a female jockey or trainer gets the cash over the 4 days of the Melbourne Cup Carnival, not only in Melbourne but also Sydney, Brisbane and Adelaide, and there have been many winners for the ladies across the afternoon. That wraps up Derby Day for 2023. Just waiting for